Good morning, all of you. Hope all of you are well. Today, I will discuss about the fundamental of the microbiology, which is sterilization and disinfection. The term sterilization and disinfection, both the term are a basic fundamental creators of the microbiology. So, let's start. Here I prefer the book of microbiology for BSc nursing or GNM nursing. The book is C.P. Baveja. C.P. Baveja book is quite better for myself in the case of BSc and GNM nursing. In GNM nursing there is a short course, but in BSc nursing the book is much better. Okay. GNM nursing, it is not necessary to read whole of this topic, but BSc nursing it is quite better and it is sufficient. Okay. So let's start. At first, introduction. Definition. Sterilization. It is a process by which an article, surface, or medium is made free of all microorganisms, either in vegetative or spore form. There is two words, vegetative and spore form. The microorganism are divided into two forms. Number one vegetative, number two spore form. So in the process of sterilization, by sterilization, the surface, the articles, or any medium like air medium or any medium is cleaned. Both sterilization and disinfection are the item or the medium of process, at the process of cleaning. But in the sterilization, the two parts of microorganism like vegetative and spore form can be cleaned, okay, from a article, surface, or medium. Then disinfection. What is disinfection? It means the destruction of all pathogens or organisms capable of producing infection but not necessary spores. All organisms may not be killed, but the number is reduced to a level that is no longer harmful to health. What is disinfection? Disinfection means destruction of all pathogens or all organisms which are capable of producing infection but not necessary spores. On the vegetative forms. So, what is the main difference of disinfection and sterilization? In sterilization, both vegetative and spore form of a microorganism are killed, but in the process of disinfection, only the spores form are killed. It is the basic difference of disinfection and sterilization. Then the next line, all organisms may not be killed, but the number is reduced to a level that is no longer harmful to health. That is a point. But all organisms may not be killed by the process of disinfection, but the number of the microorganism is reduced. That's why there is minimum chance, or there is no chance to the for harmfulness of the microorganism. Okay. Then use of sterilization and disinfection. It is a very important topic, very important point. What is the in fact we know, now who are teach the microbiology first, in their cases it is very important. Uses of sterilization and disinfection. Sterilization of materials, instruments used in surgical and diagnostic procedure. Then for media and reagents used in microbiology laboratory. In OT cases or any hospital procedure, sterilized or disinfected equipment is used, and media and regimens used in microbiology laboratory or biochemistry laboratory, sterilization procedure is used. Then methods of sterilization. There is basically two types of method. Number one, physical method, and number two, chemical method. At first we will discuss about physical method. In physical method there is sunlight, heat. In heat there is dry heat, moist heat. ozone, filtration and radiation. In chemical method, there is alcohol, aldehyde, phenols, halogens, oxidizing agent, surface active agent, dyes and gases. So, we will discuss this method one by one. Number 1, physical method. At first, sunlight. Sunlight has an active germicidal effect due to its content of ultraviolet rays. This is important. Ultraviolet rays. In sunlight, there is the presence of ultraviolet rays. So, in sunlight has a germicidal effect. That means destruction of the microorganism. It is a natural method of the sterilization. Then यहाँ पर one question है, what is the natural method of the sterilization? The answer is sunlight. Okay. In cases, it is a natural method of sterilization in cases of water in tanks, rivers and lakes. So sunlight is complete. Then there is heat. Heat is the most reliable and commonly employed method of sterilization. Two types of heat are used, dry heat and moist heat. Then the principle. What is the principle of heat for destruction of organism? There is two types of principle naturally. At first, dry heat principle and then moist heat principle. So dry heat kills the organism by denaturation of bacterial protein, oxidative damage and by the toxic effect of the elevated level of the electrolytes. So what is the mode? Destruction of the bacterial protein, oxidative damage and by the toxic effect of the elevated level of the electrolytes. Then moist heat mechanism. Moist heat kills the microorganisms by denaturation and coagulation of the protein. In microorganism, the protein is situated, and by denaturation and coagulation of these types of the protein, the moist heat kills the microorganism. Then the process of dry heat sterilization. There is a many process. The process are red heat, flaming, incineration, hot air oven. At first, red heat. In inoculating wires or loops, tips of forceps and needles are held in the flame of Bunsen burner till they become red hot. You guys, this procedure can see in the chemistry lab, okay, or physics lab. There loops, wire or loops, tips of forceps and needles are held in the flame of a Bunsen burner or any type of burner, and then the organism is destructed. This procedure is red heat. Then flaming. Glass slides, scalpels and mouths of a culture tube are passed through Bunsen flame without allowing them to become red hot. Here in this procedure, red hot is not allowed, just flaming is allowed. So this procedure name is flaming. Then incineration. By this method, infective material is reduced to ashes by burning. Okay, instrument named incinerator may be used for this purpose. In incineration, basically burning is used, and the machine which is used in the incineration procedure, the machine name is incinerator. यहाँ पर it is a short question. Okay. Soil dressing, animal carcasses, bleeding and pathological materials are dealt with this method. It is a important question. What are the examples of the hospital materials or any materials which can be sterilized by incinerator? The answer is soiled dressing. Soiled dressing means cotton, gauze, which is soiled by any product. Soil dressing, animals, carcasses, bleeding and pathological materials are dealt with this method. Okay. Then we will discuss about hot air oven. It is the most widely used method of sterilization by dry heat. It is also a short question. What is the most widely used method sterilization by dry heat? The answer is hot air oven. Okay. The oven is electrically heated and is fitted with a fan to ensure adequate and even distribution of hot air in the chamber. Basically, in hot air oven, it is like a micro oven. In micro oven, there is a space. In hot air oven, there is a space, and in this space, in this hollow space, there is a fan, which used for the distribution of the air and also maintain the same air distribution in the chamber. It is the fundamental mechanism of hot air oven. Okay, it is also fitted with a with a thermostat. Thermostat means that maintains and regulate temperature, that maintains the chamber air and chosen temperature. Wall temperature, it is a term. Wall temperature, like wall temperature thermostat is created, and it is situated in the hollow part of the hot air oven, and it maintains the chamber air and the chamber temperature. Then there are sub point which should be remembered in the cases of hot air oven mechanism, like temperature and time. 160 degrees centigrade for 2 hours. It is a holding time is required for sterilization. It is a very important question. What is the maintained temperature and the time? The maintained temperature is 160 degrees centigrade and the maintained time is 2 hours for the cases of hot air oven, and this time is called holding time. Then the uses of hot air oven. It is used for the sterilization of glasswares like glass syringe, petri dishes, flasks, pipettes, and test tube. Basically, glass items are sterilized by hot air oven. Surgical instruments like scalpel, scissor, forceps, etc. are sterilized by hot air oven. Then the precaution. There is a picture of hot air oven. You can see the picture. It is the door part, and inside this there is a hollow part where is the fan is situated. Okay, then the precaution. There is some guideline or precaution which should be used, should be maintained in the regulation and in the uses of the hot air oven. So please remember the precaution. The precautions are: it should not be overloaded. It is a very important precaution. Basically, in all the cases, overload is not necessary, not important. No overload, it should not be overload. Okay, the first precaution is it should not be overload. Then the material should be arranged in a manner which allows the free circulation of the air. Material to be sterilized should be perfectly dry. Test tubes, flasks, etc. should be fitted with the cotton plugs. Then the petri dishes and pipettes should be wrapped in paper. Rubber materials except silicon rubber or any inflatable materials should not be kept inside the oven. Please keep in mind that rubber materials should not be kept in the oven. Okay, so these are the guideline of the precaution. There are also a guideline which is the oven must be allowed to cool for 2 hours before opening the doors, since the glassware may crack or sudden cooling. It is also necessary important, and please keep in mind that the oven must be allowed to cool for 2 hours before opening the door, since the glasswares may crack by sudden cooling. Then the sterilization control. The spores or non-toxogenic strain of the Clostridium tetani are kept inside the oven. This oven, the inside of this oven, there is a spore form of a bacteria which is Clostridium tetani. Those spores should be destroyed in the sterilization is proper. Then thermocouples may be used, may also be used. Then Brown's tube with a green spot is available. After proper sterilization of green